Ever since Triple H took charge in WWE, a swathe of wrestlers have found their way back under the WWE banner. These include cast-offs such as CM Punk, Andrade, Carlito, Dexter Lumis, Braun Strowman, Naomi, and several more, and all have had varying degrees of success and failure. When looking out across the professional wrestling landscape and amongst many veterans who are no longer in the company, there are certain names we do not want to see Triple H bring back. Whether it is due to the individual themselves or just WWE no longer being the right fit for that wrestler, the following wrestlers should not be returning to WWE. Welcome to Honor Wrestling Club, and in today's video we're counting down 10 wrestlers that we do not want to see return to WWE. However, before we crack on with the list, I'd just like to firstly welcome you to Honor Wrestling Club. It really means a lot to us that you're here, and we value all the feedback you give in the comments. And if you are new here, be sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you never miss out any of the fun content that we produce here at Honor Wrestling Club. Welcome to the club. Now, without further ado, let's crack on with the list with number 10, the Hardy Boys, as it's too late for them, as they're in the twilight of their careers. Matt and Jeff Hardy recently showed back up in TNA, which should be accounted as a blessing for WWE fans. As legendary as the Hardy Boys are, their AEW run showed that they are a fair few steps slower than they once were, with them never really being the greatest technical wrestlers. And it would feel strange to see them back in WWE at this stage of their careers. Additionally, the WWE schedule has always caused issues when it comes to Jeff Hardy's career, so for the time being at least, we should steer well clear of seeing them back. Maybe as a one-off surprise appearance might be a bit of fun. In number 9, with Jon Moxley, who has thrived outside of WWE and shouldn't return, as he's 10 times the performer he was in WWE. It's very unlikely that Jon Moxley will ever return to WWE, though that has been said for many wrestlers, and it is usually untrue. Just look at the Ultimate Warrior and CM Punk. Moxley has become a bigger star, a more well-rounded performer, and someone who clearly has enjoyed his work far more since he left the Big Dub. So for that reason, he should not head back. AEW is the perfect fit for Mox at the moment, and he should remain there for as long as possible. It would certainly be fun to see this version of Moxley in WWE, but his style and persona do not seem to fit the setting whatsoever. In number 8, with the Velveteen Dream, who's too controversial for WWE. Once upon a time, Velveteen Dream was a surefire pick for a future world champion. However, his career became drenched in controversy, and it led to him parting ways with WWE, and ever since his career has not recovered. At the start of 2024, Dream issued public apologies for his past actions in what might have been a hope to get re-signed to the company. However, we at Honor Wrestling Club think that WWE should not give in to this, because despite his talents, there is too much controversy attached to his name, and he'd probably upset a lot of the roster as well. In number 7, we have Toni Storm, whose best years have come outside of WWE, and she's been AEW's best pushed women's wrestler. Following her rise to the top of AEW's women's division, there may very well be interest in Toni Storm down the line from WWE. However, her booking and treatment in the company in the past should not be forgotten. In AEW, there has clearly been creative freedom and a lot of focus on pushing her as the number one name in the division, which likely would not happen in WWE. Storm should remain in AEW for the long haul. In number 6, we have Cameron Grimes, who deserves much better than the way WWE treated him, and needs to carve out his own legacy without a WWE return. Cameron Grimes' booking on his main roster WWE run was atrocious. Despite having so much charisma and talent in the ring, Grimes was booked as a glorified enhancement talent and was ultimately released. Even though he should never have been let go, we do not want to see Grimes back in WWE because they clearly don't see the potential in him. Instead, Grimes should climb up the ranks on the independent scene and potentially in a company such as TNA or AEW, where his abilities can be maximised. In number 5, we have Goldberg, whose potential retirement match should not be in WWE, as his recent runs have been frustrating. Due to Goldberg's star power, there will always be a slight push, whether that be from fans or someone in management, to bring him back one more time, especially since the man himself wants a retirement match. However, this should not take place in WWE. Goldberg's various returns in feuds in WWE ever since 2016 have mostly been a complete dud. Outside of the Brock Lesnar one, really. That was good, but the rest of them have been fairly mid to bad. And he's always done is take spots from full-time stars and squashing the likes of Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt. In number 4, we have Eva Marie, who should never return to WWE, as she's had too many favours in the big dub. For whatever reason, WWE has tended to turn back to Eva Marie every so often to try and make her a star, and she has failed at every given opportunity because, despite some decent character work, she has simply never found the talent needed to succeed in the ring. We do not want to see Marie return to WWE ever again, especially since she has not gained any sort of further wrestling experience in her time outside of WWE. In number 3, we have Shane McMahon, who would not benefit WWE if he returned, due to the name McMahon being a controversial one now. He's heading to AEW, with Tony Khan in a recent interview with Sports Illustrated stated that McMahon was welcome any time in AEW. This could save WWE fans from further returns if he does head to the other promotion. In number 2, we have the Bella Twins, and a return to the ring for them should happen elsewhere, as WWE isn't the right place for them. They showed an interest in a return to the ring, but it should not come in WWE. It feels as though there is nothing they can do to help the present-day WWE Women's Division, though their star power could do wonders for somewhere such as AEW, or maybe even the TNA, even for just a short run. And in number 1, we have Brock Lesnar, who WWE have moved away from, and despite him still being under contract, he shouldn't return. Even at his growing age, Brock Lesnar has proven his world-class talent time and time again in WWE. He is such a huge name and would bring even more eyes to the product. But after he was involved in the Vince McMahon-Janelle Grant lawsuit, he may now bring the wrong sort of eyes. With how great WWE has been in the last year or so, and with the new full-time stars built, reverting to a part-timer such as Lesnar is too much of a risk. He may still be contracted, but Lesnar should not return to WWE programming. And there you have it, there's our list. So there are 10 stars that we think shouldn't return to WWE. What do you think? Do you agree with the list? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on any of the fun content that we produce here at Honor Wrestling Club. Be sure to give me any feedback you guys may have in the comment section as well. It's always appreciated. And be sure to share this around with your friends and bring them into the wonderful community we're trying to build here. However, that's all for now, so until next time, I'd just like to thank you for watching, and welcome to the club. See ya!